What's up guys, welcome back to Real Steel Projects. In today's video, we're going to work on etching the hidden blade.
Okay guys, in the last video you saw us make this full steel hidden blade. As cool as this prop is, it just needs a little bit of something extra. So we're going to be etching in some patterns on here, just using the electro etching process. It's a really simple process, and I think that after you guys see just how easy it is, you want to do it to all of your own props. Let's get into it. Alright, so first up we're going to be applying our resist. So in this case we've just got some sticker paper that I've just printed some designs on. And I'm just going to be applying that directly to the hidden blade and cutting out all these little pieces. It's going to be pretty tedious, but it's going to be really worth it in the end. So we'll get stuck into a time lapse now, and hopefully it goes a bit faster for you than it does for me. Alright guys, that was the probably best part of an hour I'd say doing that. Well, I think once we etch that, that's going to look awesome. So you see we've got the Assassin's Creed logo there. And then we found this cool pattern online, so we just put that one on. You might also notice that I'm wearing a band-aid, so just remember that knives are sharp and don't do something stupid like I did. So we'll put some tape on now over the areas that we really don't want to get etched into the steel. And then we're just going to be using the electro etching technique. Okay guys, moment of truth, time to get stuck into it. So you see that now that stencil's all cut out, we'll be actually doing the etching itself. So we're using a power supply, but the same technique can be done with a 9-volt battery, which is pretty awesome. Basically we've got a positive hooked up directly to the metal itself, and then the negative we're going to be dunking into salt water and then rubbing across the exposed metal. And then what that's going to do is whatever's left over is going to be etched into the steel, and obviously what's covered up, that's going to stay there. So when we peel that sticker off, that pattern's going to be left behind and it's going to look really good. So we've just done a little bit of a test there and everything seems to be working out alright. So we're going to get stuck into it now, into another time lapse, and then hopefully next time you see this piece, it's going to look really awesome. See now that tape's off, just how good that came out. I'm really happy with it. So instead of just being the basic metal gauntlet, now it's got sort of more character to it. And to add even more character to this piece, I'm going to be going over the whole thing with just some black shoe polish. Now, I know how simple that sounds, but adding some grime and some muck into it really gives this a bit more of a story and gives this piece a little bit more of a character. Alright, so here's the finished product guys after aging it a little bit. You can see that leather looks really good now. Also makes that etching pop out just a little bit more. So one thing you need to be careful of when you're doing this step guys is it's super easy to overdo. So you want to put lots on, I find, then take off some, walk away, come back, take a bit more off, walk away, come back, and you keep finding that you take more and more off, and then you're left with something that looks really good. So the idea is to make it look as old as realistic, and in this case, obviously it's supposed to be at least 100 years old. And we think that sort of worked out pretty well.
Alright guys, that marks the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching with us today. You can see it came out really cool with that etching in the end. And then with a bit of weathering to that leather and the steel. We're really happy that it turned out. So in the next video, we want to make the outer cuff. If you haven't checked out the first video, make sure you go back and watch it. That's where we build all the stainless steel part and the leather cuff, the hidden blade, all that gear. Also, check out our Instagram page at Real Steel Projects. You can see we build things like these helmets and a few other props and pieces. If you like this stuff, then you'll like what's on there. Thanks so much for watching with us, guys. If you have any suggestions, please chuck it in the comments below. We want to read them and see what you guys are into. Thanks so much again. Cheers.